Do you still play Fortnite? And I mean that question seriously, because if I'd asked that a year ago, a huge percentage of you would have said yes. But now more and more people are abandoning the game and we're trying to work out what's gone wrong. So let's dig in. 2018 was the year of Fortnite. The game had 250 million registered players at its height. So if all of the Fortnite players in the world lived in one place, they'd be the 5th most populated country in the entire world. And 2019 started off well enough. The first Fortnite World Championship awarded a record-breaking $3 million to a 16-year-old. It was the most popular game in the world and rivaled Esports titan League of Legends in viewership. Following that, something all too predictable happened. The viewership dropped a whopping 28% from 2018 to 2019 on Twitch alone. Well, let's think about it as a Fortnite fan. What made you keep coming back to the game? Was it skins, pickaxes, or dropping like it's hot with a new dance? Epic's Fortnite is a free-to-play game whose main source of profit is cosmetics, so it makes sense that they deliver them in hordes and we buy them. But after years of spoiling its player base with shiny guns and new updates, Epic has slowed down. Fortnite star Ninja even criticized the Battle Royale for releasing the Street Striker skin, which looked nearly identical to the abstract outfit. Epic did release some bangers in Chapter 2, including the Star Wars, Borderlands, and Ninja skins, but cosmetics, items, and weapons appear to be recycled from the vault with very minor changes. Now, Chapter 2 was meant to revitalize a game that was turning stale, and the company's The End PR stunt certainly piqued players' interest, with millions of fans tuning into a 2-day Fortnite stream just to stare into the abyss of a black hole. I was one of them. And when the event ended, players got a new chapter and map to toy around with. However, the luster of Chapter 2 would soon fade away, and all that was left was a sterile map that makes a few subtle allusions to Chapter 1, but offers very little excitement. With the Quad Crusher, launch pads, impulse grenades all nixed, the exhilaration of storming an enemy's tower from the sky is gone. There still may be hope with the potential map changes coming in Chapter 2 Season 2, so we'll have to keep an eye out. That being said, barring any groundbreaking updates, will it be enough to bring back the numbers of yesteryear? And while companies often address fans in difficult times, promising to be more communicative, Chapter 2 did the opposite. The initial patches were released without any notes to accompany them, creating a peculiar guessing game for the players. How much damage do shotguns do now? Did they increase Battle Pass XP? And what on earth is a harpoon gun? Epic is releasing more patch notes in recent weeks, but they're short and leave much to be desired and tend to prioritize Save the World. And lastly, Fortnite may be unintentionally alienating new players while pushing the oldies away. Most shooters are relatively straightforward, you point and you shoot. But the Fortnite skill cap is real. Beginners are often overwhelmed by building. As one of Fortnite's major mechanics, players can't be successful without knowing how to crank 90s, build towers to the sky, and throw together that hotel with the Wi-Fi. But you also need to be able to quickly edit their way through a labyrinth of wood, brick, and steel. On the other hand, Fortnite aficionados are certainly experiencing the infamous Battle Royale fatigue. After games like H1Z1 and PUBG pioneered the BR genre, tons of new companies followed suit. If we were to rattle them off, it looks like Islands of 9, Fallout 76 BR, Apex Legends, and of course the ever-popular Black Ops 4 Blackout are just a few to name. Now that players are inundated with BRs, maybe they just need a break from the genre. However, all of these issues aside, Fortnite is still an undeniable force in the esports industry. The game may have dropped in popularity, but it's still amassed almost 900 million hours watched on Twitch in 2019. And that's after Ninja ditched Twitch for Mixer in August. With 2020 kicking off, Epic still has plenty of time to breathe new life into Fortnite. And maybe they'll finally release the full game.